For a friend of my soul. These are the words of a poet that used to live here in the last century, and who was one of the great travelling minstrels whom are referred to here as the Ashuks. His name was Etim Gurji. The Ashuks were singer-poets who composed and performed their songs wherever they went. The word Ashuk, which is used in many Eastern languages to describe this art form, originates from the Arab word meaning the one who is in love. Legend tells that it was an unhappy love that made these people become Ashuks. Disillusioned, they began to wander in search of the meaning of life. The subjects of these poems vary, but predominantly they speak of love. Like the European troubadours, they depict earthly passionate love as well as highly ideal love. These melodies and the harmonious blend of the human voice and the duduk give a philosophical and even somewhat mystical dimension to these songs. Undoubtedly, their main influence came from the Persian musical culture and the Sufi philosopher poets, in whose incomparably beautiful poems the seemingly simple words appeal to many different levels of consciousness and understanding. people you will see in this film are probably the last representatives of this unique art form. An art form so complex, so refined and so touching. We could probably call it the jazz of the centuries past. I met them while visiting Tbilisi, the capital of Georgia, a republic located in the Transcaucasian Mountains. In a country torn by civil war and economic depression, I was fortunate to come upon a group of town musicians whose remarkable images I will try to convey in a series of portraits. Very simple and modest ones, because these people are very simple and modest themselves. They seem to be like figures from the past. I wanted to capture on film everything about these unique musicians, how very different they are from one another, how incredibly lively and genuine they are. I like their simplicity and unpretentiousness. Here one can find people of different nationalities and religions, Armenians, Jews, Georgians, Azerbaijanis, Kurds, all of whom are unified by the spirit of their music. I had the feeling that they were like a big family. They spend most of their days in each other's company, in the two small rooms of this old house, which they call their base. It's interesting to remark that they are all talking to each other in a colourful mixture of language consisting of Armenian, Georgian, Russian, and also containing expressions from many other languages. This is typical for Tbilisi, where representatives of over 60 nationalities live. advised to go and visit Tristan, who was a drum maker. The drum of this region is known as the doli. He was very happy to see our interest in his craft and was more than prepared to demonstrate to us all the stages of this unique art. He is one of only 2 remaining doli makers in the town, and he told us that he has to make his living by making belts and other leather accessories in his small shop. Here we observe the birth of the doli in the unhurried motions of this very kind and dignified man. He brought all the necessary tools for doli making especially for us on that day. He shared with us his knowledge and said the most important part of making a good resonant doli is choosing the right quality of wood. Watching him concentrate, we can see a man that loves his work and who is a real artisan. This musical tradition is typical of the whole region of Transcaucasia and has its roots far back in the centuries. Later in the 19th century and the beginning of the 20th century, as the cities grew larger, a new culture developed, and with it a tradition of town musicians who would play at any event taking place.